We're honored to be joined by a young lady who's a student at Mercy High School, Miss Maria Geba. How are you, ma'am?
I'm well. How are you?
I am also well. It's a delight to speak with you. And
Thank you.
Thank you for taking time to talk to us. Now tell us a little bit about yourself. You're how old, you're what year, and tell me about your family and such.
Well, I'm 17 years old. I'm a senior here at Mercy. And as for my family, well, I live with my mom and my dad and my little sister, who is 8 years old.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What do your mom and dad do, please, ma'am?
My father is a professor at the University of Rochester, and my mother is a graduate student there at the University of Rochester. She works in medical research.
Outstanding. And what does your father teach, please, ma'am?
Mathematics.
Is that right? Oh,
absolutely.
Outstanding. I have great admiration for such folks. And we speak to you because when the test came out for the recent SAT, you seem to have done fairly well.
Yes, I guess so.
You got a perfect score.
That's right.
Well, congratulations to you, ma'am. That's outstanding.
Thank you.
Do you know ballpark how many people take the SAT and how many are able to, like you did, get a perfect score?
Well, I've been told that each year 1.5 million take the SAT, and 0.02%, so 300 get a perfect score.
0.02, what's that?
0.02%.
Your dad would say, well, yes, of course. And he would go on at length about that percentage. Well, congratulations. That's a heck of an achievement. Had you taken the SAT before? There used to be something called the PSAT. Had you taken that in the 10th grade or whenever, ma'am?
Yes, I did take the PSAT when I was in 11th grade. And
how did you do?
Out of 240, I scored 236.
Okay, so pretty darn good. What sort of a student are you, please, academically?
What sort of student? Well, I don't know. I'm just an all-around. I love learning. I love reading. I love math. I enjoy science a lot. So I don't know. I'm interested in whatever I can learn. Whatever I can learn at school.
That's tremendous. Was that part of your upbringing? I mean, you and your little sister and your mom and dad just curious and learning and stuff like that all through life?
Oh, absolutely. Education is very much valued in my family, so I think that's always been a really big part of my life.
So going into the SAT, we know how it ended up. What were you anticipating? Did you give any thought to what a score you might like to be shooting for?
I went into it, I don't know, just hoping for the best. I knew that I had my education so far had prepared me well for the math and English sections, so for me it was just a matter of getting practice, learning the types of questions, and I went into it feeling pretty confident. Maria
Geba is you're a senior, ma'am?
Yes.
At Mercy High School, Our Lady of Mercy High School. She got a perfect score on this recent SAT. Do I recall correctly? You're the second Mercy girl to have ever gotten a perfect score. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yes. Emily Armstrong, who graduated last year, also got a perfect score.
Outstanding. Well, again, it's a great achievement for you, and it certainly says nice things about your school as well. As you took the test, how did you feel?
It didn't feel hard. It was just a matter of making, keeping an eye on the clock and checking over my work, but it felt pretty good. It felt like any other test.
Were there any that, and I know that you've never done this, but I work with a great many people here at the radio station who have. Did you did not guess on any answers, did you?
I don't think so. I thought it was pretty straightforward overall.
You understood it. As you walked out that day, and Mom and Dad say, "Well, how'd it go?" Did the possibility of not having missed any questions occur to you at all?
I don't know. I knew that when I'd been working on practice tests, I would miss a couple here and there, questions that maybe were worded a little more confusing. But I didn't think I would get everything right.
How do you find out your score?
Well, a couple weeks after the SAT, the College Board, who runs the exam, they post scores online. So I'd created an account before, and I just logged on that morning, and that was how I found out about the score.
You received it as good news?
Oh, yes.
What do you do in that situation? Or were you at home? Were you at school? Did you shout, "Mom"? Did you start texting people? What do you do?
Well, it was actually I had asked my dad to wake me up early that morning, so we checked it together as a family. And it was very exciting when I found out. Absolutely.
Yeah. Maria Geba got a perfect score on the recent SAT. She's a senior at Our Lady of Mercy High School. Dad teaches up at the University of Rochester as a professor, and Mom is a graduate student there. Well, this may open doors for you.
I hope so. I think it might.
You probably had your pick of colleges anyway, but this certainly would seem to help. Wherever you want to go for higher education, they're going to be awfully impressed by your achievement.
I hope so. I just hope this score backs up my academic record thus far in my extracurriculars and all those things that are taken into account with the application.
Have you thought, ma'am, what you might like to study or where you might like to go?
Well, I think I would like to major in mathematics, but I want to take pre-med courses because I'm very interested in a career in medicine.
Well, here's the deal. You've got Mom and Dad and their influence and their interests there, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I've always grown up enjoying mathematics and science, and I think medicine would just be a great way to apply that and make a positive impact on other people's lives.
Of course. Would you want to be a medical doctor, ma'am, or?
Yes. I would want to practice as a clinician, but I think I'd also like to engage in research. Yeah,
absolutely. And here's the deal, both those aspects of a medical career, to get up every day and to go off and know that you are caring for people who are sick or afflicted and, giving them comfort and maybe health, that's a pretty big deal.
I think so. I think I'd really, really enjoy having the opportunity to, work in that kind of job.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Maria Geba, perfect score on the SAT. I have compiled here a very short list of general knowledge questions I'd like to ask you. Is that okay?
Sure. Should I get a paper and pencil ready?
Oh, please, no, ma'am. No, there will be no math, and you will know these at the tip of your tongue. Come on now. The Abraham Lincoln, well-known American president. Who was his predecessor and who was his successor?
Oh, dear. His predecessor. I'm not sure about that one, but his successor was Andrew Johnson.
Excellent. If I could, let me go to in-studio staff. Stephen, who we haven't met yet, Philip Mercado, do either of you know Abraham Lincoln's predecessor? No Googling. Phil?
Well, Washington preceded him.
Okay. Immediate predecessor, I should have said.
Now, I didn't make that clear.
Maria understood that. You did not. Stephen, any idea?
I honestly have no idea.
Well, all the descendants of James Buchanan are deeply offended. Though President Buchanan, a young Maria, probably one of our weakest presidents. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so that's why we don't know him. Maria, it's now time for you to humble these two men here.
Okay.
On the periodic table of the elements.
All right.
What sits in block number 1?
Block number 1.
Mm-hmm.
That is the metals.
What's the first element? I may have
first element.
stated that.
Sorry, I thought you meant the first column. The first element is hydrogen.
Let's see if Phil, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I'm going with hydrogen, Bob.
Yeah, you are. So you're going to go with the young lady who got the perfect score.
Absolutely.
That's
if she's from
smart.
Mercy, I'm with her.
Stephen, likewise?
Yeah, I kind of feel like this is Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader now.
Yeah,
I'm going with her.
Maria Geba, quite obviously it is hydrogen. For extra credit, ma'am, in the periodic table of the elements, element number 2 is what?
Helium.
Guys, look at this. Come on now. Very good. All right. Hopping over to the animal kingdom, 2 questions remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Order Lepidoptera is what sort of creature?
Lepidoptera. Oh, dear.
Lepidoptera. Lepidoptera.
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Do you want to phone a friend? Phil, pretend you're a friend. Lepidoptera is what?
Leopard.
Okay. Stephen, do you have a guess?
I was thinking some sort of food, maybe.
Well, you maybe. I don't know how your family eats. Lepidoptera, of course, butterflies and moths. Nothing wrong with that.
I was close.
Very good. Okay, final question here that will go to history, New York State history. What New York, Maria Geba, you got to put these gentlemen in their place. What New York governor broke ground for the Erie Canal?
For the Erie Canal?
Mm-hmm. And if you don't know his first name, that's okay. Last name will be plenty good enough. What New York governor broke ground for the Erie Canal?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure about this one.
It's okay. When they've been dead 150 years, it doesn't matter that much anymore. Phil, do you have Phil? You're a product of Penfield is where you went to school?
Penfield, Bob, right next door to Mercy.
Okay, come on. And you don't know.
Rockefeller.
Let's go to homeschooler. Stephen, who you haven't met yet. What governor broke ground for the Erie Canal?
I'd take a guess, but my only guess is it's not Mr. Andrew Cuomo.
That's exactly right. They called it Clinton's Ditch for a reason.
That's right.
Governor, thank you.
You're right, Bob.
Governor DeWitt Clinton. Well, Maria, you this grand score comes out, and it's in the paper and everything else, and then there you are at school. How did your classmates at Mercy respond?
Oh, they were so wonderful. Everyone was so kind and so supportive. They were just so sweet about it.
Outstanding. Well, listen, we are tremendously proud of you. You have reflected great credit on your institution, certainly, and on yourself, and quite obviously on your family. And you said earlier on that education was always very important in your family. I mean, do you think that's been an important part of your personal success?
Oh, I think so. I think all of my years of schooling have led up to where I am now, and I'm really grateful for that.
Mm-hmm. Outstanding, outstanding. Well, thank you for talking to us, and congratulations. Well, you told us what you want to study. You didn't say where. Have you picked a place yet for studies next year?
I haven't picked a place exactly. I'm applying to several schools where I'd be able to do undergraduate research, and some schools which even have double admissions with their medical schools. So we'll see how it turns out.
That's outstanding. Well, I'm so proud of you. I appreciate your good spirit. I appreciate your hard work. I appreciate the honorable representation of your family. And I'm just thrilled that you're choosing to use your talents to bless other people in medicine. I wish you a long and happy and successful career, ma'am.
Thank you so much for having me.
You betcha. God bless you. Take care.